Hello everybody, welcome to another day of Albion Online. Today we are going to decide on whether or not we want to do another 30 days of premium. So I'll let the audience decide. We have time right here, it's 10 hours going. Get our last chest. If I am going to renew, and now would be the day to do it. Strategically wise and everything else. So I'm over here, I'm making sure I unlock my last chest here. My last batch, just see, I'm moving sliver away. So once I finish this out, I'll be able to unlock that chest if I buy premium. And then we'll have another 30 days, and then we can unlock the next one as well. So we haven't decided yet. And that in full. We will let you, as the audience, decide. Oops. I'm over here trying to do multiple things at once. Alright, it's all set. Make sure that that's actually doing its thing. Okay, good. That'll be the last one. We can go southwest, or we can do this one. This one makes more sense. Let's see where the team goes. I want to join this group. There we go. Now I'll figure out where the team goes. Yeah, he's eating crab, kid. So as more people trickle in, the title speaks for it all. The question is to my audience, should I renew for another 30 days? So in order to cap that one. Alright, after these couple caps, we should enough to actually unlock this. if we buy premium again. How much is premium right now? 22,000. 22,462. I mean, 22,462,000. So, yeah. The nice thing is we did earn enough silver to play for free with playing on my schedule, right? I'm just a normal dad, normal person, play only a couple hours a day, not too many, like not all day. And it is possible to farm enough silver to actually play for free once you get high enough gear. Whether or not you can do it as a new player to the game without almost anything, you probably can still do it, but you have to play more for sure. I think they're fighting somebody over there. So it is possible. Alright, and the question is, are we going southwest? Yeah, they're pinging it. Right there, it unlocked. Now I can't open it until I buy premium. And so that question, see right here? The question goes out to the audience. Should I renew and get premium? Because if we do it, today's the day, because it's 10 hours and 4 minutes before it expires. So that way you have the full time to go get the next one as well. Now these people are chasing us, so we're going to be expecting a group fight. I'm expecting, and let's do it. Put one there by the entrance, just in case. Save one each time. Okay, there's a player right there. I'm expecting a bigger fight eventually. I'll back up. It's not going to cap until we cap that. So now that's capping. The question is which way we're going. We're going for 4, 3, 1, and 2. Yeah, that would make sense if we're going to go for the big one. Definitely enough people on. Is this a chest?
Okay, eat the hot pot.
Your time
we go.
You chose the wrong side.
So even though this guy joined in, I'm focusing the boss because I have a lot of aggro. But when you have the boss aggro, you shouldn't be in my R key now. I know he took some players out, but I'm not. I'm focusing on the boss. It'd be really interesting if this group goes for this one too. So we're gonna find out here. I know there's enemy players here, so I'm gonna stay on the boss. Or not. We're gonna do some PvP a little bit. We'll always do at least one thorn on the boss. I see players are getting in here, so let's do that. One on the boss, one outside, depending on where he goes. Hit them with thorns. Snare him. Saving our other keys for when we need it. On up. Go for number 2. Going and going, going. dismounting here. Nice wall. Ah, he reset it. It's okay. One here. One there. Even if you ran out, you would have ran through the thorns. Okay, put one on the door. I'm still focusing the boss. One on there, one on the door, one over here. Two more back on the boss. Oh, that was nice. We literally all capped this one with 4 stars.
They would get try what's up
Here you go.
and what's game.
Yep. Okay, a lot of players. Keep walking, keep walking. Make a wall. Keep walking. Speed. Here. Let me help you unlock it. Here. Hold on. What's wrong with it?
It was
There you go. Some big fights going on all over the place. Now the real question is, are we gonna go for this one? Because I literally kept all this. Now we're gonna go for that one. And then I know a whole bunch of people are joining, so the title of this video literally means exactly like it means. Should I get premium? I just unlocked the chest, but I have no premium, so I can't open it. And just as I was talking, premium just went up in price too. So, there's that too. I don't know if we're chasing or if we're gonna go to one more zone. He's saying to go there, so that's that one. Okay, go over here. Is it career? Looking for earthquake. Hold on, let me just do auto walk here. Okay, and we'll go toward that direction. If I can bump into anything, sorry, I'm trying to help my kid. Here, go to recent. Where's your my recent? Recent. Go to the recent ones. Okay, find the game you want. Still walking. Okay, look at my game. Go this way. Did you find the earthquake one? It would be in your recent. It would be one of these. Weather station. It didn't work. Didn't the weather station have earthquake? Well, we'll find the earthquake in the weather station. If it's not that one, go back to my recent.
I want that again.
Which one is it? No, it's one of these recent ones. If you just played it, it would be one of these. Alright, they're going northeast. Find the one that was my recent. It's probably in the weather station. Yep. Still waiting to see if anybody knows about, or not knows about, lets me know. Premium or no premium? You still can't find your Earthquake game, huh? Why did you turn a flashlight on? Turn this off. Alright. I guarantee you it's the weather station. Dental care. Health eater, coloring, water. I really feel like it's... It has to be weather station. Here.
So,
I don't know, but that's the only one that comes close to it. Faction defense and everything. 121k. All I'm waiting for is just somebody to tell me whether or not I should renew premium or not. Nobody's told me to do it, so I haven't done it. Because I can still play the game without premium. Just don't get these fancy dancy chests. I'm 21. Still got the full 105 action points, even though I barely even touched that boss. We're in a group, that's why. For the last one. The only way down is this way.
Tornado. Incendium.
we go. That's the last of that one. Alright, that's his way back. Go big. Over here, not even looking. Do a triangle. Get the R key now and D key. Triangle again. We're waiting for the boss to spawn. At least I am. And I'm out up now. The boss has spawned. Good to go. And I'm just saving my points until I actually get premium. If I decide to go premium. If we decide, now we have to decide how the fastest way to get back, which I believe will be a northeast, southeast, southeast, and then that way. So we can north, northeast, northeast. Yeah. Because of where I'm at. I don't have a treasure map on me. Not treasure map, tier 5 dungeon. So, can't do that. Everybody's leaving the party. Probably gonna leave too. Yep. Not bad. Alright, out we go.
So
Get going. I have the wrong description. I have the wrong description in it.
I saw you win.
Right game, but the wrong description. Guess we'll fix that later.
I will with the
We're running back to town. Now, if I do renew premium, I'm gonna get those chests. For sure. And then we can probably do our farming. I'm actually leaning more to doing premium. Just because playing this game without premium kind of is hard. Well, not hard. It's hard to take. That or I'll just keep playing Ultima Online or some other games. We'll see what people say. Alright, we made it back to town.
Report, soldier.
Sell all this other stuff off. We'll put that book in the bank. Put this in the bank.
I have candy.
Shall I fix or break that?
I have lots to trade. See you later.
Alright. Unless anybody tells me, this will be the deciding factor. The deciding factor will be to run around, and if we find a really big chest or big boss, we can go premium just before the boss. Didn't mean to run that way. With the R key now. That's where we hit the D key. Now there's a boss down there. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a big chest, but there's a boss. We'll go this way now. Waiting, 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 waiting. Okay. I'm over here. It's Saturday morning. Alright, run, run, run. I can hit the R key now. We're gonna eat some roast pork. There's already another guy down here. We're gonna hit the D key right here. Is that a big chest? It's not a big chest. What is this guy? Whatever. We'll invite him. Or he'll invite me, whatever. You're gonna engage it now? I don't know what you're doing. It's the boss. Well, that was nice of you to grab everything. Not necessarily a smart thing to do, but you did. You grabbed them all. Healed them up. Get rid of the ghoul if I can. That's not good. We still got it. It's a blue chest. 47. Okay. Now I'm going to leave the party. We're gonna go for that other chest over there. Be happy, happy. Drop bagger right here. We're gonna do damage. Sure, we'll help this guy out again. Why not? That healer keeps grabbing so much aggro. What gear is he in? I'm interested. Oh, trying to inspect him, but it's not letting me here. Okay. Oh, good. Just tiny, tiny. Alright, switch this one. Now we can leave the party again. Oh, the stream looks good. Hey, Caleb Gaming #1. So the question here that I was trying to ask, since the title speaks for itself, is should I renew my premium, 30 days premium? Waiting for somebody to answer that question for me, because I'm still not premium. AKKU, hello and welcome. Still playing as a non-premium character. There's a chest in the middle. Just gonna keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Right here, we're gonna drop aggro right here. Alright. I play the game when I can, but you know what? Oh, look at this. Price went up again. This was 600. It was 400 something. Now it's 875. So that's not what I wanted to do. It's okay. We're just paying it. The price has been paid. I still play when I can. I just gotta get another 20 million again. I mean, I see this chest, and I'm just... It's the time, you get the free stuff. Let's back this up. It's true. I see your point there, AKKU. I don't get to play every day, but I get to play most of the time. And if I just do early morning like I'm doing here, I can probably make my 20 million back pretty quickly. Should I renew period in chat? Chat? Well, if you're twisting my arm, I'll do it. Pixel art, you're funny. Alright, cool. They got that one there. We'll put back on the Helion helmet. We're gonna run all over here. We're gonna get this chest over here. We can now claim that chest. We can now also claim this chest as well, so... Too many glowy guys. I'll put on our main set. And even with my main set, with the archer, a knight, 2 archers. So we're gonna pull just one of them. Did I really not even grab the wizard? That's interesting. Oh, I grabbed the wizard. I didn't grab the archer. Okay, we'll hit the R key now, we'll hit the D key. There's this other wizard coming in. And there's this knight coming in as well. So we're gonna hit the R key again. We're gonna pull them over here. I don't want to grab that knight. I still don't want to grab that knight. So we're gonna back it up more. We're gonna go big. I'm purposely playing it safer. Why don't you have donation? Why don't I have donation? What do you mean by donation? Because I don't know how to do that? Caleb Gaming #1? Plus, don't I need like at least 500 subscribers to have a donation button? Or are you talking about Patreon? I've never done Patreon. I'm still new to YouTube in full. So... I have no idea. But I thought, because I don't know all the rules for YouTube or anything like that. But if I can do, if that's what you're insinuating there, why don't I have a donation button? I think you need 500 subscribers for some section. And then you need like 1,000 subscribers before you actually get a donation button. I don't know. Don't ask me. Oh, there's a big red guy. That's why we went premium. We went premium for the big red. We're gonna go for that big red right now. That big red could be a big chest. A big chest could be worth a lot of money. I really didn't think Saturday morning I'd actually get anything. But right here. Oh, it is a big guy. Look at this. We're not going to play with this one. Let's just make sure I'm not in any aggro. I'm not. We're not even going to play with that one. We're going to switch to a full gear. We're going to clear out these mobs right here. And then we'll take on that boss. Because this boss is... You need at least some space to move. So we'll clear out these mobs right here. So some of my other early mornings as well. This is not early morning. This is just the time. It's about 4.5 hours since the reset. But this time seems to be a pretty good time. No matter what, I'm not even going to be able to carry all this. We're going to eat those books. Here we go. Now this guy's also going to be worth at least 200,000 fame all by himself. He does do a lot of damage. This is not a boss you can take on with low level gear. And he's not a boss you can ignore by dodging any of his skill shots. Because if you get hit by his skill shots, they do a lot of damage. So that's why I'm purposely dodging as many skill shots as I can. Because that one's just a freeze. But this ice thing that moves where you move does a ton of damage. I don't know why I didn't hit my D key. I'm over here talking away. And the more damage you do to him, once he goes to stage 3, then he really starts casting a lot of spells and doing damage. The other part that makes this boss difficult too is because he summons a whole bunch of mobs. And unless you have some kind of area effect, I over here missed it. It's Saturday morning. I stayed up late playing Ultima Online trying to level up my crab. Now just because I went premium here doesn't mean I'm going to stop playing Ultima Online. I'm still just going to do this one in the morning. It's a big blue. Look at this. It's not a purple, but it's a big blue. So let's see what it gives. 532k. Now, the question is, what can we carry, right? So we take those ones. We'll take the stackables. We'll definitely take the silver. We'll take the red. We'll take that one. We'll take the other glowies. Just keep looking. These bags are always worth it normally. 15,000, that's not bad. And then we'll take all the stackables. Still 100 and something K in there. We'll take all these. We'll take the tier 5s. More stackables. That's probably worth something more than what it is. And all these other ones are not going to be worth too much more. It's armor and armor. Do a quick browse. That's 3,000. Let's eat this. Tempted to eat these, but I'm not going to. That's 3,000. We'll take that. There's probably a few other things we can throw away, like this. That's 8,000. That's worth taking. That's 3,000. Another 800. There's 2 of these helmets there, but that's not worth that much. That's not worth that much either. None of these look like it. This might be. It's 3,000. We'll take that one. That's 5,000. Get one more item to toss. That's 2,000. 4,000. That one. And we'll take that one. Okay, we'll leave about 42,000 in the chests. Yeah, we'll just leave it. There's another boss right there too. See it? So, it's not bad. It's still Saturday, and so it's heavily farmed. Nothing there. Go back this way. And then we'll sell, and then we'll see if we can run back down there and get that last boss down there. Now, the smarter thing to do will be to run southeast and go in from the other side. I think that's what I'll do. We'll sell, we'll run to the other side, and we'll see if we get the boss in from the other side. I'll show you what I mean here real soon. Because then I can stay mounted and just run all the way. Or we can go the other way. We can go in, go northwest, and then go northeast again. That will work. That makes sense to me.
Buying or selling?
Sell this off. But I'm so happy we got big red guys today. I'll double check the fame here so you can see exactly how much fame he gave. I'm pretty sure he gave 200,000 fame. Those big good red guys definitely give a lot of fame. Sell this off. And it was 22,800,000. So basically I need to make 23 million back. So 23 million would be 40. I need to be back at 47, 48. I need to be back at 48 million to break even if I don't buy anything else. But obviously I'm going to probably buy stuff and spend silver on stuff, but if I can remake back up to 48 million, then I've remade my premium status back at minimum.
Stay honest.
Alright, here we go. Back for more chests. And I don't want to forget to get those faction chests, so I don't want to forget. Friendly reminder myself. We're running back down just for that boss. But the next time I go back, I want to get the chest and put it in the bank. I don't want to open it just this second. Because right now we're on a roll. If there's one big red guy, there's probably more. Or more down there. Now it wasn't a purple, but it was still blue. Alright, here we go. Back down. This time we'll go northwest. And for those newcomers that are coming that have never seen my streams before, I do purposely take a certain route. In this case, we're going to go down this one. Now, if I took the northwest, there's one route that way, there's less encounters. But this one is just kind of habit to go southwest because the other one I go northeast. And so you kind of get less encounters. There's two wizards that usually sit here, but that's fine. And you see there's a chest right there. We're going to try to go for that chest. Oh, there's an orange boss. Ignore the chest. Go for the boss. He's worth more fame. So if you look right here, see right here, 224,000 fame for that big red boss. This guy's going to be worth at least... Who knows how much. Is he going to engage it now? Well, we're going to try to do damage. We're going to try to see if we can out-damage him. Which I guarantee I think we did. We're going to touch the chest too, just in case. Pretty sure I got it because the bag's glowing for me. I did. If he was engaging the boss, I would have let it have it, but because he didn't take it, I took it. You don't need tier 8.4 to do what I'm doing. It's nice to have. You can do it in tier 6.3, but it's still hard. Okay, there's a whole group down there. I'm just gonna let them have it. I know there's a boss. You can do it in tier 6.3. It's very hard to do it in tier 6.3, but you can. And you have to practice. And you will definitely probably go down multiple times. So even when I was in tier 8.3 gear, or even tier 7.3, when I first started to try to do this, I went down a lot. When I mean I went down a lot, you literally will die in the dungeon trying to practice doing what I'm doing. I lost millions, like millions and millions. Like the gear I'm wearing right now, tier 8.4. If I were to die now in this gear, that's a whole 250,000 silver. So I lose 250,000 silver if I were to go down. Yes, this is a good way to farm fame, as well as even faction fame. So if you look right here, I'm at 24 million combat fame, right? That was literally from 1 month. That was 0. And then I've also spent a ton of it too. So I had more than 24 million. Just doing exactly what I'm doing here. Better than solo DGN? I don't know what DGN stands for. And again, I don't play all day every day. I only play a couple hours a day. The boss is still there, so we're gonna luck out. We're gonna hit the R key now. Don John? So I don't know. I'm not an expert in every part of Albion Online. I'm just good at what I do because I just do it all the time, which is the blue zones and the yellow zones. So I don't think I even know what Don John stands for, honestly. Oh, I didn't mean to tag that guy. We're just gonna sprint it. Now that's a medium chest right there. We are probably gonna cloak this. Okay. Keep this gear on for right now. If I don't engage that, we can actually flip to the gear I want to level up. So I just did. I'm purposely leveling up gear I'm not usually wearing. So right here, see the mage coil? I didn't never level up coils like this. And I don't know what Don Juan... Is it Don Juan? Don John? Honestly, I don't know. Because I've never done it. I don't think so. I think they come out probably after this period, 9 hours, 13 minutes. Something like that, or next month. But when they do, that is part of the reasons why I renewed-ish their death bomb. So I don't know if legendary weapons are out yet. I'm sure my brother will let me know. He's finally back. But it'll be interesting to find legendary weapons. We'll take this. We'll take this. Alright, we'll take this boss. No, I just wrote it wrong. It's dungeon. Oh, you mean group dungeons. Okay. Are group dungeons better than this? I'm going to give you my honest opinion there, AQQ. Group dungeons can be better than coming in here to this blue zone and doing this. However, when you do a group dungeon, you're dedicated for the time frame of playing the game. So right here in this blue dungeon right here, I can grab this chest, and if I have an emergency meeting or I have an emergency in house that I need to run to, I can come over here and just not close. I can come over here and I can just log out right here. And it's totally fine. And I don't care. Where if I do a group dungeon, I'm dedicated for the time to play. And if I don't have a whole 30 minutes, 20 to 30 minutes to do a group dungeon, plus I have to get the map, plus I have to run out there and go get it, it takes time. So as a normal person, right, that only has maybe 30 minutes to play, 20 minutes to play, this is technically faster and more efficient to come over here, and anywhere in this blue area, I can log out of the game, and it's fine. I couldn't do that in the black zone or the red zone or anything like that, or in a dungeon. So your question there, AQQU, is it more worth it to do this? The answer is, it depends on what type of player you are. If you're a person that can dedicate a ton of time, an hour or 20 minutes, then a group dungeon could possibly yield you good loot and good EXP. But it doesn't necessarily mean it's guaranteed. We're here in the morning because I'm playing in the morning, right? The morning usually yields pretty good results. See how I can get so many chests? Because A, there's not a lot of people playing. B, the server reset around 4.5 hours ago. The best time to come and get this loot is right after a server reset. Now this is US West. US East is a different reset time. So please be aware of that. And you see how I'm moving around and trying to dodge as much as I can, but also still doing damage. I gotta get rid of this archer. Ah, I grabbed that knight. I didn't mean to. Okay, most likely I got it. We're gonna open it first. Grab this. We'll switch back to this one. 8 seconds, 7 seconds. Dungeons can technically be worth more, but this is worth more if you can grab as many chests as I'm grabbing, as quickly as I'm grabbing them. Because you notice I haven't spent that much time, and I've literally gotten a decent amount of silver for a short amount of time. And then after I get my silver, I can just log off and do something else, right? Sorry, I still have my cough from lingering, and if I mute every single time, then sometimes I forget to unmute myself. Alright, now we need to go to the southwest section. And this is just Mawar Gorge. Now, the thing about noting about these bosses when you get them, that big red boss, they're on about a 50-minute timer. Now, that timer can fluctuate between 50 minutes and an hour and a half. So as long as you come back every 50 minutes, there's a chance that the boss or something could respawn in that area. The problem if you do that and you constantly farm it, which I've noticed, is your loot gets a lot less. Though they changed the code in Albion Online to purposely make it that way. So if you're constantly farming it every single day multiple times, you actually start getting less and less loot. So I've noticed a good time to do it is you wait the 24 hours, and after the 24 hours it kind of resets for you in a good amount of time. Is there a way to get a resolution lower than Albion gives? I think the answer to that question is yes. There, Flip Tomo. You just have to grab the bottom of the... Hold on, let me see if I can answer this question. Game settings, graphics, resolution. You can change the resolution here. Now I'm just playing at 1080p because that's what I'm recording at, but I can even play it at the highest 4K because I'm on a 4K screen. But as far as resolution lower, you can do the resolution lower on PC. I think there's also some settings as well on the phone. Don't quote me on that. But Flip Tomo, hopefully that answers your question. But yeah, Albion Online changed the code probably about like a couple of years in. They changed the code so that if I constantly loot this chest, and I think it's within like a 24-hour period, the loot becomes less and less and less. So if you wait a full 24 hours before you can come back in, you really have a better chance. And that's why I'm just doing this early morning one. So I think that's kind of the better rotation, because I was trying to figure it all out. It's been a long time since I've only been back for 30 days, 30ish plus days. So I was trying to refigure it out. Because every game they constantly change the code, and so you have to readjust for their adjustments. And I know people read those news and stuff, but you got what I like to do is I like to just play the game and read between the lines of what they actually changed and what they did. And you can, as you play the game from a developer standpoint, because I've developed games too, you think of, okay, what did they change to make it? 'Cause you can just see by based on the loot tables, based on when you're fighting mobs, based on your skills. And that's how I identify for myself. And it's just a feel and knowing, okay, they changed the game in a certain way. Now, the one piece of news that I did read, and that's one of the reasons why I quit Albion Online for so long, is I like to come here and constantly loot the same chest over and over again. That's fun for me, right? But they changed the fact that when you do that, you get less and less loot, and so it becomes less and less lucrative. And when they did that, I quit the game. So now I just do it 24 hours, which kind of works in conjunction with, since I'm playing more than one game, I'm not just playing Albion Online. I play Ultima Online, I still have Core Keeper, and a whole bunch of other things. But Ultima Online right now is my choice game right now because I'm trying to level up my crab. Now, for those that don't know Ultima Online and they're only watching here Albion Online, Ultima Online is an old game. It came out in 1997. Albion Online came out in 2017. So it's there's a huge, huge difference. Now, the reason I'm even referencing Ultima Online is Ultima Online is kind of the basis of what Albion Online started off. The developers kind of had the same idea. And now, if you ever heard the game RuneScape, which is RuneScape seems to be more famous than Ultima Online, you merge RuneScape and Ultima Online together into one game, and that kind of puts the basis of Albion Online. Albion Online is still obviously it's its own game, but RuneScape and Ultima Online merged together kind of makes Albion Online. Now, the red zones and the black zones, those are all the same things. The concepts are taken from Ultima Online. The skills and everything else also kind of taken. For RuneScape, they took this armor idea, where the armors actually play a role in. And I don't have my roast pork going, so I'm gonna go over here and stand right here and eat my roast pork. And because I already lost my cape, we're not gonna risk it putting on my full gear. But yeah, I know I'm just giving a history lesson in that sense, but I I still really, really like Ultima Online. And the thing that Albion Online is missing, the only thing it's missing to make me want to play Albion Online even more, is they're missing a pet system. Now, how they would implement it, I have no idea. Because if you see some of my Ultima Online gameplay, you notice I can fully control my pets. I can ask them to follow me. I can ask them to guard. I can ask them to attack certain mobs. How to implement something like that in Albion Online, I don't think they're ever going to do it. But if they did, this would definitely be a game I would love playing. Because I really like pets and being able to control pets. At the same level that Ultima Online allows you to do. Albion Online, no game have I run into it is that. There's a possibility that it's lagging because I expanded this here. Hold on. Let me close off some connections here. There you go. Apologize if the live stream is lagging. I expanded out my live streaming software to see if I could find the resolution because I was gonna try to resize the window. All right, 43,000. There's a lot of stackables. We should be able to carry it all, I think. All right, there we go. That's Mauer Gorge. Now, I haven't checked Penuchuff, so we're going to go back. We're going to sell. We'll check Penuchuff, and we'll come back, and we'll do our farming. And I'll show you how I come back from premium to redo my farming and redo all my corn. Now, the biggest problem with coming back and replanting everything, I'm pretty sure my focus points are not back up. But that's okay. I have some focus potions if I need to. Or maybe I should wait a full 24 hours before doing it. You can watch show here. Go ahead. The other thing about Ultima Online as well, I know I'm doing comparison between two games. Ultima Online, everywhere is a black zone. Everywhere is a red zone. So if you play that game, I know I have all those different comments, you know, people coming and attack you. Everywhere in the game, somebody can attack you, and everywhere in the game, somebody can take stuff from you. So if you're at the bank, somebody can steal from you and take from you. Albion Online doesn't have that thieving
Don't
in
be
it,
shy.
but it really adds a whole nother layer to the game. Now, graphics-wise, obviously, it's a game created back in 1997, so graphics-wise, it's not as cool as Albion Online. But the content and gameplay are still way on par with even modern games today. Now, there are definitely a lot of modern games that are really good. Highly agree. So, yep. AKKU, is the live stream still lagging? And I apologize if it is. Anonymous guy, I'm doing good. How about yourself? How's your Saturday going? We got one big red guy this morning, but because it's a Saturday, we haven't gotten a single purple chest. Not surprising.
Deal.
Now, I did do premium, which I'm glad I'm over here and I'm talking and I'm remembering. So we're going to come over here. We're going to grab this chest right here. Hello, I'm back. Oh, welcome back. We're going to come over here to Adventure Challenge. We're going to grab this and grab these. We're going to throw them in the bank. We'll open them a little bit later. So we're going to go run to Panuchef really quick. And then we'll come back for these chests and open them. We'll just put them right here so I don't forget them. We'll open these bags of silver. It's true. Well, Saturday and Sunday, well, even Friday too, I normally don't expect to get any purple chests in the morning. Just because there's so many people on. And it's already past early morning. It's already past the morning time. I purposely was doing faction warfare to get my last chest because it's here at 8 hours. So if you're going to renew, if you're ever going to renew or actually think about buying premium, always think about doing it at the very end or the very beginning. So you get a full whole month to capture everything that's needed. You don't play Albion Online on the weekend? You know, that is also a good thing too, there, AKKU. Playing Albion on the weekend and doing Black Zone, Red Zone can be very stressful for some people. You know, some people enjoy it, obviously, and it's their kick, it's their fling. But if you go and do, you like extreme PvP, you go into the Black Zone, you go into the Red Zone, or any of those zones that a lot of people like to discuss and talk about, you're normally going to encounter a lot more players, and you're normally going to encounter players that are more skilled. And the main reason why is people have more time to play on Saturday and Sunday. Now you have a big wide mixed variety, right? But often on the weekend you encounter people that have time to play and a longer period of time to play for them. As a solo player, you can't play in the weekend. In the Black Zones and Red Zones, yeah. As a solo player, it's probably very tough for a player to do that. Now you can still do it, but you can't do anything fancy. Like you would run to a zone, maybe fight some mobs and then run off. But your chances of getting ganked, somebody coming up behind you or a group of people coming behind you, are very high. And I know a lot of people are telling me I had a lot of comments, right? Go Black Zone, do this, do that. I'm a solo player. I don't have a ton of time to play. I would like to play with other people, but I don't have the other people to play with to go in the Black Zone. Now, if I were to find other people to play and go into the Black Zone together in a group of 2 or 3 people, then I would totally go in there and have fun. But as a solo player in the Black Zone, it really is not... I don't find that enjoyable to be spending most of my time either running away, or if I engage in combat, I lose everything constantly. Yeah, the exact same situation. Like, a solo player Black Zone is not fun in my current build, right? Now, obviously, I'm leveling up different things like gloves. I'm sure that war gloves in the Black Zone will probably be pretty fun, which is what I'm leveling up. I'll show you that here in a little bit. Albion is not meant to be played alone. Albion Online can be played alone. But if you're going to play alone, you would do content like I'm doing here, in the yellow zones and in the blue zones. That's what a solo player does. A solo player in the black and red zone is really not enjoyable. He's going to take it. We're just going to let him have it, unless he fails. Anonymous guy, it's more fun in Black Zone with Gauntlet. Yeah, War Gauntlets seem like pretty fun. They have a lot of movement. You can do a lot of things. That guy failed. Okay, well, since he failed, we're going to steal it from him. We'll try to steal it from him. We'll see. We'll stay in my leveling gear. We won't go to my full gear. I'm not going to try to steal it from him. He's going to take it. Well, we'll see. If he can out-damage me, then he deserves it. He's doing more damage to actual targets, but we'll see. He did the most damage. He did the most damage to the last one. Did he get it? Yeah, he got it. That's where Curse Staff is better for certain targets. Today you created a new character on the East server. I hit my mic off. Hey, AQQU, he's saying I can't enter a guild since I don't play every day and I don't know Albion is not meant to be played alone. Yeah, it really depends, right? But congrats, Anonymous guy, for making a guy on the East server. My problem if I'm trying to make a guy on the East server, I literally have like 200 to 300 millisecond ping. And if I do make a new guy, I want to showcase how to create a new guy and then walk through the whole steps as a new player. I'm on the West server. Anonymous guy. My main characters and everything is on the West server. There's a big orange boss right there. I see him. I don't have the proper... we cloaked it. It's fine. Not what I want. This one. Why not? We can do static in Black Zone. Statics in Black Zone is also risky. And I've tried to, and I've done that as well there, AKQQ. But statics in Black Zone, it's you take the risk, right? A player can come in behind you, which they do, or they come in with the group, and they purposely come and they try to hunt you down. And I spend more time like fighting, running away, or losing everything. Plus you have to get plus you have to either get it out or get it to a red zone like area. I'm gonna die here. Oh snap! We're gonna hit the D key now. Alright. Somehow made it and I didn't die. Yeah, Black Zone static's not... With a group of 7. Yeah, AKQ, if you're going with the group of 7, that can definitely be fun. But going in solo is not a good idea. There's another boss there, so we're gonna take this orange boss, and then we'll see if we can take that yellow boss. Over sprint. Very nice. We'll hit the D key right here. We're gonna level up my leveling gear. 3, 2, there we go. Engage. One more mage coming. Grab him now. Honestly, black zones will be really fun going in a group. And it is really fun going in as a group. I don't enjoy black zones by myself. Not very much. In a static? In the black zone? Nice! Or wherever you got it there, anonymous guy. $2.3 million in a static. Is that all in one chest? Or that's what you got in total from doing statics over a period of time? And a yellow? A yellow static. Here's 369k. It's Saturday, I don't expect a ton of loot. Like a ton of money. Nothing like on the Monday, Tuesday type of time. Alright, there's a boss, and then oh, somebody just beat that boss. And so there's this chest here. So that chest is normally a little hard to get. I'm mainly full on loot. So you know what? I'm not even gonna contest it. Because if I were to die in this loot trying to run all the way back, it's better to just get out, sell, and then come back. No boss there. Even though I will be left with 1 million silver. 2 hours. 2 hours for 2.3 million is not bad. That's the averaging about a 1 million an hour. If you can average 1 million an hour in a non-black zone, non-red zone, you're doing pretty okay. You're probably not doing the top tier best, but 1 million an hour on average is pretty good. And as long as you can get it back and sell it, right? Now, I'm including walking time like this right here. Me walking back to town to sell is time you have to take into account a part of how much silver you're making. So whatever time it takes you to walk all the way back is time you should include with how much you're making per an average. So the same thing like when I go to Mauer Gorge. If I go to Mauer Gorge, which is right next to Fort Sterling, I take into account how much time it takes me to walk out of the dungeon, run back to Fort Sterling, and sell at the auction house, and then to make my time back into Mauer Gorge. The same thing here in Pen Uchaf. I have to run all the way from Pen Uchaf, which I'm doing now, and running all the way back to Fort Sterling. This is time it takes to make money. So I know a lot of people are saying, oh, black zone, red zone. They don't take into account the time it takes to run to the black zone, get up prepared, gear yourself up, and actually go to the black zone to find loot, And then when you finally get the loot, yeah, you score big, but how much time did it take you to get there? And how much time is it going to take you to get out? People don't take any of that into account. They just look at the big numbers and be like, oh, I scored this big amount of money. But unless you take all the time it takes for you to get there and the time it takes you to get back out, you really don't know how much money you're actually making. And that's time to play, right? Where I'm taking into account, okay, I only have an hour to play, or I only have half an hour to play. I'm going to get in. I know I can make probably 200, 500,000 silver in 30 minutes. That's pretty good, right? And I know I don't have to dedicate a whole hour or any time to it. I can literally get in real quick, make the silver, and then log out. And there's no commitment. And there's no risk for, strain or stress or anything like that. As well as while I'm doing that, I can watch a movie. I can be listening to music. I can be relaxing, which is what I tend to do. So before I actually started streaming on YouTube, Albion Online, anytime I would do what I'm doing here, I'd be watching a movie. Like a recent TV show that came out, HBO TV show, which is Band of Brothers. Now I own the actual DVDs and Blu-ray of it, but it came out on Netflix, and as soon as I saw it, I was like, oh, I want to watch that again. So I'll literally put on Band of Brothers, and I watch Band of Brothers while playing Albion Online, and I'm just over here mindlessly farming these chests because now I can mindlessly farm them while watching a movie. Where if I was in the black zone or the red zone, I don't think I would want to be watching a movie while in the black zone, right? You can't multitask and do multiple things doing that. And it's not relaxing. And then AQQ, anonymous guy saying, in a tier 7 set, you're going to get a tier 7 nature set. Yeah, I really like what your comment there, Pixel Art. Exactly. So many people ignore time to reward. And what I'm showing you right here is time to reward. The time it takes me to get a reward is far greater to me than anything else. I don't want to spend the time gearing myself out, worrying about what type of gear I have to wear, running out to the black zone, and then maybe finding something to score big. Well, here I've already literally made 1 million in less than an hour. And it was relaxed. Like, I'm not risking anything. I could be watching a movie. I could do whatever I want. I don't know where I'm going. I go back to Penuchev. And see, that's all money I made. And then right here, I still have these bags of silver. I come over here, eat this bag of silver. And I'm streaming it live so that everyone can see that I'm not just talking out and saying, oh, you can make this much. I'm proving this is how much money you can make in this amount of time. And it's very relaxed and very simple. And again, see, the time it takes me to run all the way back to Penuchev and the time it takes me to get back into Penuchev, back down into the dungeon, that's all time I account for how much silver I actually am making. And that's where I say, if you can make 1 million an hour, you're doing pretty good. Where all of a sudden, if you go to like the black zone, right? Maybe you score a 2 million, 3 million chest. How long time did it take you to score that one chest? Did it take you 2 hours? Did it take you 3 hours? Right? Did it take you half an hour? And yes, some people it takes a half an hour to get it, but how long is it going to take you to run it out and sell it? And then come back in and go again. So you scored one time big, and then you have to wait maybe an hour, hour and a half, 2 hours before you can be back in the action again to score another chest. So all that takes into account. It's the same thing like a work and business, right? How much effort, how much time does it take you to complete a task? And the total time it takes you to do it is all accounted for. I think I might get myself a total of 2 hours. Yesterday I got 2.3 million. Sorry, I'm going back to the chat. Okay. And if you've seen any of my past streams or anything, I love to educate people or tell people about anything they want to learn that I'm actually good at. And I'm one of those people, I will happily admit if I don't know something, right? I don't know black zones very well. I don't know red zones very well because that's not content I do. You can show someone for your 2 million chest haul and get a big reaction even though you've been better off spending the time elsewhere. Yeah, exactly. Pixel art, I 100% agree with you. It's all that candy eye. Oh, look, I got so much. Now, I have live streams from those early morning days where I got those big chests like the 1.6, 1.8 million, but the time and effort it took me to do that was very low. Right? I spent literally 1 hour, hour and a half to get that in the morning. And I have it all on the live stream. Now, I know I created shorts of them as cotton candy, just like how Pixel Art said, but that was in the blue zone. I was literally in these blue zones, Marble Gorge and Penuchev. And I was doing exactly this, just running through, finding bosses. Okay, there's no boss there. Now we're checking one more area, which is the southwest area here. We'll check the boss in this side, and then we'll have checked the entire dungeon at least once. Now I don't want to leave Penuchev with an empty inventory, so if there's no chests here, we'll circle back around the other way, see if we can at least get 1 or 2 chests. Because I already spent the effort to run out here. Run. Got stuck with the R key now. Alright, so we're gonna do this. Right here with this. And there's already a group down here. Not good, not good, not good. We're gonna drop aggro right here. That's not what I wanted. That's okay, we're sprint it. Ignore that mob right there. We're gonna hit these 2 melee guys, and you see there's a boss right there? That's what we want. There's already a group up there, but we want this boss down there. So as I'm running here, we're gonna switch to our main gear because there's so many groups down here. And we're just gonna take it with our main set. I have to clear these 3 mobs plus wherever the boss is. That boss is right there patrolling, so by the time I hit this guy, this patrol will come around and I'll get him. And I really want to get this before the other guys come. So I'm just focusing down these guys. Now if the boss comes, I'm going to save my D, R, and F key for when the boss comes so I can burst the boss down as needed. Because you see right here the guys are coming. I'm going to hit the R key now. Okay, they went away. Realize I'm going to be taking it. Hit the D key. Now, I haven't actually tagged the boss, so it's good that they went away. Because if they did, I would grab the boss immediately and try to damage him. So now I'm going to start putting damage on the boss. So this chest is mine. Hit the R key now. So now if anybody comes down here, this chest is mine. I got lucky with 1 red boss and 1 purple chest after the server started. Total loot of 3 in a 2-hour work. Well, good job, anonymous guy. Did that concept, you get that concept from me showcase my videos, or did you just think of doing that and you just did it and you got lucky? Okay, we got a green chest. 26,000. Put this back on, put this back on. It's all because of you, sir. I tried to play like you said in your video. Well, very nice, anonymous guy, and congrats on the money. Yeah, my purpose of my videos is to educate people so that they can become more educated and become more profitable. So I'm happy I was able to showcase that right after a server restart. You really can make some easy money. And again, it's only a chance, right? Because if someone else is down here doing what you're doing here and they get the chest, then it becomes a competition between who could do more damage. And then you start practicing. When you get into those fights, you practice who can do more damage. So if you face a cursed staff, you have to be able to out damage him on a single target. And the only way to outdamage a Curse Staff is you have to be hitting them with Thorns and your regular attack. You can Benju Tej, I'm sorry, Bahanu Bahanu Tej. Sorry if I pronounce your name wrong. Can you do this with other weapons? Yes, you can do this exact same thing with other weapons. Most commonly, what you will see is axe wielders, one-handed axe, battle axe, with a shield, with the face breaker, with this shield right here, with the axe, is what you will commonly see people doing. You will also see commonly people do it with the shadow collar. So the curse staff, you'll see people doing it with the shadow collar, also with a face breaker as well. So you can do what I'm doing with those two weapons is more commonly. You can probably do it with any other weapon. It just becomes a little bit more difficult. The main reason why I even do the nature staff is because of my E key. I know I've explained this in many videos. I'm re-explaining it again. My E key for the one-handed nature staff is the only one that does damage. So the thorn roots right here, when you have 3 of your Q key down on the person, this one right here, the Q key, thorns, you push E, you do damage. I can do 648 magic damage, you see it right there. The player gets rooted for 4.21 seconds, and there's no limit to how many targets you can hit. So if you have a group of 20 mobs, you hit all 20 mobs for 648 damage. Now this is stacked with roast pork. Roast pork, every damage you do, you gain hit points back. On top of, not only did it do damage, it also still heals me for 343 hit points for 0 charges. That is why I use that nature staff. One of the reasons. There's many reasons. Axe and Facebreaker Helion is, yes, Axe-based Facebreaker. So the other day I met another player with an axe, the battle axe, with the Facebreaker and the full-on set, just like how you expect, Axe and Helion and Facebreaker shield. He was in a full tier 4 set. He was able to take, we stalemated. So my set, what I'm wearing with my full set, we stalemated. And then I had a meeting I had to go to. I had to run to another meeting. And he wouldn't let me leave. Like every time I tried to mount or run away, he wouldn't let me leave. So he kept hitting me and doing damage over time. So eventually he took me down. And thank you for the food check there, right there. So I'm going to go here and we're going to eat the food. And I see there's an orange boss. So thanks for the reminder. There, anonymous guy. Now we're going to run back. We're going to go take that orange boss if it's still there. We're lucky. We're going to sprint, sprint, sprint. And this is the best time to be down in the morning when this is going. But you can see how dangerous it is with all these big, huge, glowy guys. We're going to hit the R key now so we can make it all the way down. We'll make it to right here. We'll drop all aggro. We're going to switch to the set I actually want to level up. Purposely trying to level up Mage Coil for those that are joining just recently or whatever. This one right here. See my Mage Coil? Because I already have Druid Coil, this is my healing set. I want to level up the base 3 for the extra 20 points each. 20, 40, 60 points once they're level 100. I know I explained it again in another one of my videos, so I have a skill and how to actually maximize your skills. So that's why I'm leveling up the Mage Coil. You definitely don't want to get hit by that, because that does a ton of damage, so you want to run out of it. Take all that out. Hit R key. Alright, I think there's a good point to touch the chest. I'm going to touch it. I'm going to snare him and I'm going to get out of that. You see how much damage it's doing to me? Maybe I shouldn't have grabbed the extra mob. I shouldn't have grabbed that extra mob. A little too much damage. Alright. One more time. You see that green glowy? So much damage. So you have to get out of it. Alright. She's gonna take the boss. We'll take the ghoul after. There's nobody down here yet. I gotta get out of that. He does move slower when it's on him, so you can outrun it. But because he's melee, he's already close to you at the time when he starts. Get the R key. Normally I should save my E key for that green glowy. Now the green glowy will go right after my F key. It's the same cooldown as the F key for running. So we wait for it, We're going to be on this side right here. We're going to run. And that's how you know when he's going to come back up with his green glowy. So if you use your run key, that one right there, it's the same cooldown with a torch. Okay, you have to remember I have 12% cooldown because I have torch. So if you don't have a torch, it's a different cooldown. Alright, touch the chest, we're going to grab the ghoul. So you can also level up with stack fame and auto respect. You see that you have around 24 million stack fame. The 24 million, the main reason why I have 24 million there, anonymous guy. And I explained this in my skill video. I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with that the millions in combat fame here in a minute. So the main reason why I have this stack fame right here is I've never actually taken, and I'm going to show you here right after I loot this chest. I've never taken my actual main weapon to level 120. So what anonymous guy is saying right there, you see that right here? To take this to 120, that's 25 million, 25.9 million combat fame that I need, plus 8.5 million, which is I'm gonna do probably in this month period I have it. But what I do with the combat fame, which is anonymous guy was saying right here, is I could come over here to my coils. And again, I explained this in one of my normal videos or skills. You can come over here and you can increase right here. I could put in 1.6 million, and or I could turn auto respect on. Now the thing about auto respect here is auto respect doesn't do what you think it does based on what you're explaining. What auto respect does is, if you see, if I click this button right here, the eye, it takes your fame that you normally get and converts it from silver into combat fame. What this means is, here, let me see if I can explain this better, because this is a good question that somebody has never really understood auto respect. So right now I'm wearing these gears right here, right? I have this at level 100, I have this at level 100. So you get combat fame, but you only get 20% of the fame you get goes to combat fame. So what that means is every 100 points of fame you get, only 20 of those fame points goes to combat fame. When you turn auto respect on, the other 80 points that you get out of 100 points of fame you get just disappears, goes to nothing, goes to the void. So when you turn auto respect on, point for point value, so the 80 points of fame that you get gets converted from silver, so it takes 80 silver and converts the 80 silver directly into combat fame. Now, if you are rich with money, you can turn auto respect on. Now, unless you are rich with money, I never recommend turning auto respect on. If you see your silvers just start dropping like dropping like crazy, with auto respect turned on, if I turn this on right here, every point of the 80% of extra fame that you could get gets converted into fame. So if you're making 1,000 fame off of one mob, you only get 200 of that fame goes to combat fame once you reach level 100. Now, if you turn auto respect on, the other 800 fame that you're supposed to get just disappears, just goes into nothing. But with auto respect on, you spend 800 silver and you get 800 combat fame. Now, obviously, we're dealing with hundreds of thousands here, right? So if it's 6,835 fame, I'm not going to do the math converting exactly that, but 6,000 fame, only 20% of that goes to combat fame, goes to this. With auto respect on, 100% will go to combat fame, but the other 80% converts from silver into combat fame. So it's a quick way of getting poor by turning combat respect on. I don't recommend turning it on unless you're super rich and you probably have spent real money to use that, because nobody really wants to waste their silver on combat fame in that aspect, unless again you're very rich and you just or you click it on, you have no idea what you're doing. Because I even did that. I turned auto respect on back in the beginning. I lost 20 million in silver in a couple hours because I didn't know what it did. So hopefully that explains it to people so that people fully understand that turning on auto respect, not good unless you really know what it does. I don't ever recommend turning it on for new players. If you're rich, filthy rich, go right ahead. So hopefully that answers your question there, anonymous guy. So you can also level with a stack fame and auto respect. Yeah, that's not how that works. Yeah, it's eating your silver. The only way to use this comet fame right here, 24.431, you can come right here and let's say for example I want to level up this. You click this button right here and you click once and I'll spend 10,226 comet fame out of this pool right here. That's how you use your combat fame. Don't use auto respect. Auto respect does not do what the words mean. You can even read it right here. Once you reach level 100 in a combat node, which I was explaining, right? 80% right here. You activate convert 20% of your fame you earn. The other 80% enabled, you earn 4 times as many combat fame credits by spending silver. 4 times is literally just means the other 80%. That's the 4 times. See, 20% times 4, right? The other 80%, it's point for point silver. So if you're reading that, that's exactly what I explained. So hopefully I explained it dumbed down compared to what they're actually explaining there on what auto respect actually does. Now auto learn takes these books right here, learning points. And I could use learning points for it, but you only can use learning points once you see this bar right here, the 20%, and then you can use 8 of these learning points for that. Now, the thing that I recommend for learning points if you're a gatherer is you can spend it on gathering. Again, I explained this in one of my other normal videos. And I explain it in full. And for those that don't want to spend the time here, let me actually do this. Let me grab the link to the video. And I'll put the link in the video in the chat. Let me grab it right here. Get shareable link. This link right here, this video right there, in my channel, which is just a 16-minute video, covers all that and more. Okay, the one thing it does not cover is auto respect. Because nobody really asked the question for auto respect, so I never answered it. Good. Awesome. Yeah, auto respect is just a good way to eat all your silver. That's all it does. Now, if you wanted to do in here, this is what auto respect, the idea of the words of what it means. Let's say, for example, I didn't want dagger anymore. You notice how you can hit the plus sign? You can also hit the negative sign here. Let's say I wanted combat fame back. You see right here, point for point value, 814,000 silver. I can get 814,000 silver back, and I'll get 2.37 fame. 2,000,037 fame back to my combat fame pool. So if I wanted to unlevel something, you can. That's kind of auto respect right there, but do it manually. Don't click this button, because this button doesn't do what the words say it does. It's very confusing. All right, we kind of have some loot. We're at the point where I'm thinking we're going to run here to the middle right there. I want to grab that bag. We're going to miss it. Now I see no boss there. I see a chest over there. We're going to go for that last chest. I was just trying to get one more chest before I go back and do some farming stuff. Let me make sure I close this so I don't lag my actual stream again. So if I have too many things open, I could notice that it does have an impact on the stream. So I apologize for anybody that has slow streaming or lagginess. Alright, that caped. I see a player here. Oh, I did not mean to hit the D key, but I just did. We're going to run into this and it's going to grab more, and that's not going to be good. Okay, good. We just had that guy. That's not good. Okay, now we have sprint. We can sprint, sprint, sprint. We're just gonna sprint. We're gonna potion it. I know I have no cape or anything. We're gonna potion it right here. We're gonna wear a main set because there's other people down here. We're gonna try to take this chest. Now we're down on a cooldown. 3, 2, and 1. We have to be a little safe because we have no cloak. We have no potions. If the players come in here and pull in these other characters on me, that would not be good. We're gonna go big now. We're gonna grab that knight. I call him a knight. He's not really a knight. His name is Unyielding Reverent. We're gonna hit the R key. We're gonna hit the D key. We're gonna try to get out of that. We're gonna hit him with the E key now again. We're gonna hit the R key again. We're gonna take out this archer. Now we're gonna take out the mage, or at least one of them. And we got it, which is the blue chest. And this will be the last chest we go for in these static dungeons. So if you're just here for that, thank you for staying. Thank you for watching. Please feel free to smash the like button. Helps me out a ton. We're still going to keep playing. I am actually going to go do farming. But those are for those people that just want to see chests. But we're going to go do farming now right after this. Okay. Got enough loot. We're going to call out. I see this person's still running down here. We get out. I run toward here. There's no boss up there, so we're good to go. We're just going to leave. We're going to run out this exit right here because we have invulnerability, so there's no problem with running through here. It's actually quicker. And down we go. There's nothing in that tower. Oh, there is something in that tower. Let's do this. Let's do this. Somebody logged in. MVP red. Alright, here we go. I see somebody else is running into it as well. He's on a bear. We're going to drop here. We're going to remount. I'll hit the D key. There you go. Now we drop aggro right there. Now we're just going to engage it. I'll drop aggro with the D key. Because that guy left. I don't have to worry about out damaging him. Still pulled one of those guys. It's fine. Hit the R key. Sorry for the background noise. I'll mute here for a little bit. Alright, my mount's almost dead, so I'm gonna guess after take 1 or 2 more hits, I'm gonna go down. We'll just hit the F key right now. Sprint, 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 sprint. We'll hit the D key right here. Now, for those that are new to my YouTube channel, I do also solo faction outposts. So you see this one right here? We're gonna solo just this one. And then we'll go back to farming. We're gonna get mounted so we have our mount just in case somebody comes in and fights us. Now I'm wearing my main gear set for this. And the main reason I wear my main gear set here is so that I can save my RD and my F key in case a player comes in and attacks me. So even if somebody comes in with high gear or whatever they come in with, I save my RD and F key so that I'm prepared for whatever comes. And the way to do this here to do a lot of damage is do Q twice, hit him 3 times with a torch, put a third Q down, so it lasts longer than him with this. So you do Q, and hit him, and then Q again, and then hit him again. And then just do that rotation, Q and Q, then hit this one, hit him, and then Q again. And you notice every time I'm doing a normal attack, it's very important in how the build works. If, and that's why I use a torch, is because I missed that. I'm over here explaining. But QQ, and then hit him. Because every time I hit him with a normal attack, I'm doing an extra, right here, 202 magic damage at the bottom. It's the thorn charges. I'm consuming a thorn charge. Because you see right here, I hit him with a normal attack and it's doing much more damage. So I'm not just doing damage with my thorns, I'm doing thorns, I'm doing my normal attack. And that's how you can out damage people unexpectedly. Now some people tell me to use the Facebreaker shield, which I have leveled up. But I don't like how it doesn't allow me to attack fast. What I mean by attack fast, let me show you this. And I've never really explained it. So when I come over here, you move, attack, move, attack, move, attack. Because the cooldown for the very first attack that you move, so if you move, attack, move, normal attack, move, normal attack, move, normal, I'm just explaining it. It's faster with a torch. And you see the cooldown? See how I'm hitting each time I move? That's all damage that people are not aware of. And the way I'm doing it with my keyboard is I'm hitting right click, spacebar, right click, spacebar, right click, spacebar. And that's how I'm doing those attacks. So I'm literally move, attack, move, attack, move, attack. And that's how I'm doing it with my keyboard. I just do it instinctively now. But hopefully that explains how I'm doing so much damage. Because you see right here, I throw a thorn charge down on them. And then I do a normal attack. So I'm hitting my spacebar to immediately attack. And then I'm moving again and then attacking, moving and attacking. So when you see me do PvP, I'm not just using my abilities. I'm also hitting them with normal attacks, which is increasing my damage with my normal attack plus my thorn charge is consumed, doing 202 damage, which is roughly around 250 between 260 and 270 damage every normal attack with every thorn charge on them. And 260 to 250 to 270 damage is huge in PvP. Huge, huge. And people don't realize that. That's why, because the nature staff doesn't have any fancy attacks or any fancy like flashy moves, but it can do lots of damage if A, you land all your thorns. As you notice, there's some people left comments, oh, you can dodge this. As you notice, if somebody's walking this way, I always put the thorns right in front of them. Or somebody walking this way, I put the thorns in there. This is skill shots. If you can't land nature thorns, then you're not going to be good at nature staff. Why am I good at nature staff? I have years of experience. It's the same thing with anybody with any weapon. Some people tell me, oh, go use this, go use that, go use curse staff, or go use this. I'm not specialized in that, and I haven't used that a lot. It would take me a long time. It's the same thing like asking a professional, right? You go ask somebody that's a professional chef to go do something different, or to, to make you food. You expect the chef to make you something really good. Or you ask a carpenter to build you something. So as a new player, Behanuchich, the very first thing you do, and if you watch my YouTube video that I just linked in the chat, and it explains it all, is if you pick a weapon. Let's say, for example, you pick Battle Gauntlets. The first thing you should probably do is, if you plan to use Battle Gauntlets, whatever it is, like you maybe use Fists of Avalon or whatever you plan to use, level up the base 3 weapons. The reason why is the base 3 levels gives you 0.02 bonus item power for all your war gloves. Item power is what designates how much damage you do. You see right here? My nature staff is 1,983 item power. So the first thing you should do is try to find a way to max out your item power with whatever it is the weapon you're doing. And when you say max out your item power, when you decide to specialize, because you see right here, I am very specialized in nature staff. It took me many months / years to get all of these nature staffs to level 100. Now some people said, oh, just go do holy staff and go do PvP. Yes, I started leveling up holy staff, but you see right here, even if I leveled up this staff, which was going to do hollow fall all the way up to level 100, I'm still missing item power. Because every 5 item power of the base holy staff right here, 0.2 points, equals 1 item power. Where every 5 points of these other specialized ones, not the base 3, is 0.01. So every 10 levels of this equals 1 item power. What this means in full is, when this reaches level 100, that's 20 extra item power. When this reaches level 100, that's another 20 extra power. That's 40 extra item power. When this reaches level 100, that's another 20 item power. That's 60 extra item power. Now, what you have to understand about this game is every level 100 item power, so every 100 item power equals like it's the next tier weapon. So if it's a tier 4, 100 item power equals it's a tier 5 weapon. When you get another 100 item power, that's a tier 6 weapon. And it just increments that way. So 60 extra item power is almost a full or half of a tier. So if you're trying to decide which weapon you should do or what you should do as your first steps as a new player, is first figure out what weapon you want to use, and then make sure you at least level the base 3 weapons in conjunction with whatever you're leveling up. Now here, I want to actually showcase this because it's a great question, Benandu Thej. And I'll show you what I do with faction points and faction chests. First I'm going to do, we're going to empty my inventory. We're going to buy all those faction chests, and we're going to go get books. And that's the whole reason why I explained as a new player doing faction warfare is very important. Now I explain this in a lot of my other videos too in live streaming, but I'll explain it here because you're asking the question. Is you want to go to the faction outpost person and you want to buy faction chests and you want a faction flag as soon as you can so you can gain EXP. And what I mean by EXP is when your faction flag, you see this little symbol right here? When you go out a zone, you get 5% more EXP, bonus loot, everything. When you go 2 zones away from your faction, whatever it is, Fort Sterling, whatever, you get 10% more fame. When you go 3 zones away, you get 15% more fame. So level 3 in faction flag. The 15% more fame as a brand new player is one of the fastest ways, or fastest, safest way to level up. Now you can obviously level up faster other ways, but the safest way as a single solo player faction warfare, faction flag, go 3 zones away and start killing mobs 3 zones away. Alright, now I'm going to eat this. Now I know I have a lot of faction points right here, 133,000. I'm going to come over here and I'm going to click this. I'm going to buy these chests, 14 of them. Okay? Now with these 14 chests, I'm going to go over here and I'm going to open them up. These 14 chests will have these skill books in them, as well as a whole bunch of other very lucrative things in it. Okay? So what I just gained right there is a whole bunch of items, but what really matters to me the most are these books. See these books? And I'm going to show you what to do with these books here real soon. First I'm going to sell off all this extra stuff. And I explained it in that video that I linked in the chat, but we're explaining it here because you're on the live stream and you asked, and not everybody likes to go watch another video just to go learn these things. And I've been leveling up battle gauntlets, so I'm going to level up my battle gauntlets some more with some other gear. And I'll showcase another tip as well that somebody left a comment on that I never really thought of doing, but it definitely is a cool tip. Like if you're trying to level up with just one item. We'll explain that a little bit more once we get to it. But you see right here, those chests have all this extra items in here that I just sell for silver, because that's all I really care about. I'm not a crafter. I was planning to be a crafter in Albion Online, but I found that it's not profitable in the beginning. It costs a ton of money. So sell all this stuff off. There, now we make even more money, right? Plus we have these bags of silver. This is 300,000 in silver, see? So 310,000 in silver. Just from those chests, those 14 chests gave me 310,000 in silver, plus all those items you just saw me sell. But the thing that really makes it worth it as a new player are those chests. Now the thing you can get too for premium, if you have premium, is you can get these. If you don't have premium, you can still buy faction chests. The chests that have inside of them will have these books inside of it. Now I know I have these other 2 chests that I also want to open as well. Well, except I have another one of these focus potions. We'll save that for later. And then we'll use this one as well. And then I get some more books. And we're going to eat this bag of silver. We're going to eat this bag of silver. You can see this is all profitable as with the premium. And then I have all these other things and we can sell them off. But what really matters to me here are these books, like I was saying. So I'm going to take these books that I just got. Okay. And I have a house. Now, you don't have to have a house. You can do it in the bank. And let me show you. And then, you know what? I need to buy a pork pie. So we'll buy a pork pie in conjunction with selling the stuff off here. I was actually planning to go straight to the island, but we'll go to here. We'll sell this off. Sell this off. It was all money for coming back because there was purposely one of these chests.
Stay on.
Okay, and then I need to buy a pork pie. Pork pie is for the farming, which is what we're going to do now. We'll be wrapping up this one with just farming. But we'll show you these skills. So now that I have all these skill books, right? As a brand new player, I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing your name wrong. Bahanu Tij is I come over here to my island.
Let's go.
And we want to wear the gear we want to level up. So over here, I have all these different chests. Right here, I have all these plate mail chests, items, and then I have all these weapons. And then over here, I have all the leather stuff and the leather weapons. And then over here, I have all the mage stuff with the mage weapons. So I have the base 3 of every single one. So these are the base 3 battle gauntlets. So for me, I'm going to wear battle bracers. Okay. Now, I want to level up actually some of these leather stuff. So I'm going to wear the stalker jacket. And I'm going to wear the stalker hood and the graveyard boots. These are plate boots. And what this does is now that I'm wearing this gear, I come over here and I'm going to read one of these books. Okay. And when I read this book, you see it levels up what you want to do. So these books are very important to use. However you want to use, you can use it however you want. This is how I'm using it. And you see my battle braces right here. This levels up to level 48. Now if I come over here and I want to read another book, let's say I read another book, and more things level up. So whatever I'm wearing, I level up. And so that's how I use my books. I don't use my books for my base weapon. Now let's say, for example, what I learned recently from a stream, because somebody left this comment, you can actually unequip these items right here and say I only want to level up battle bracers. You can come over here and just wearing just the battle bracers alone, right? Level 48. And if I kind of read one book, all the fame, this 100,000 fame, goes just to battle bracers. And you see right here, it levels it up faster. So if you're trying to specifically focus down just one thing, you'll see right here, all the fame went to just that one item. Now I'm dispersing it out between everything by wearing it. So it splits 100,000 between all the items because I'm trying to level up Stalker Jacket because I'm still trying to specialize in leather armor. So if you look right here, see it's level 92, it's almost maxed out to what I need for Stalker Jacket. Now these ones are not as lucrative as the base 3. What I mean by the base 3, if again right here, 0.02 points. The base 3 items of every category, whether it's leather armor, whether it's leather shoes, whatever it is, gives 0.2 bonus item power. So leveling up this, every 5 levels of this gives you 1 item power. Where the Stalker Jacket, I'm leveling it up, every 10 levels of this equals 1 item power. So you can do the math for yourself on how that all works. And then when I read this, you see how it levels up these other things. And that's how I use my books. Now, I'm not going to go really into depth into it. I'm going to save my books for later. But I'm going to do my farming. And then over here, I just re-equip this. And these are just all the base 3 items for all the different categories, which I do plan to level up as the time. That's why I have them all. And so I'm going to level up all the base 3s at minimum. And then I can specialize in whatever weapon I want. I'm going to put back on my actual gear. And that's my main gear. Now what I'm going to do here now is we're going to do some farming. So I take my corn. I have 141 of these seeds. I don't even know if I have focus points. So I'm going to double check to see if I even have focus points. Because I just renewed premium. We're going to dismount. And the main reason why I use pork pie is the gathering yield is 50% more. This is huge when it comes to farming. And I had a few comments, 2 people commented that they didn't know that pork pie works in conjunction with gathering, which it does. So I'm going to here eat the pork pie. I have 30 minutes to literally grab and farm whatever I can. So I'm going to come over here and pick up all this. Now, if you watch some of my other videos too, saying farming without premium, you'll notice right here, I literally got more corn. Now remember, I didn't water any of this corn. So because the corn's not watered, I got a little bit less. That's why it's 27,000. If I water the corn, I'm just to see how much focus points I have here and water this one. So I only have 572 focus points. Now the reason why it's so cheap, only cost me 146 focus points, is I'm specialized in corn. I am level 89 in corn. That's really high level for any farmer. It took me months/years to get to level 89 farm. And you see right here, I can't use any combat fame or anything to level. I can't even use these skill books to level up farming. So it's pretty big. We're going to place this down as corn. And because I now know I don't have that many focus points. Hi, bro. How are you? Pretty good. Good. All right. We'll just replant that for now. I'm not going to replant corn for right now because I have to get my focus points. So I have to wait time for tomorrow to get more focus points. But these plots right here, I am going to put as corn. I still get more. See, I have 58,000. Even though these are not watered, because none of these were watered when I planted them, I still get more. I get bonus more loot for being premium. So it is more lucrative for me as a farmer to have premium. I only do farming when you have premium. Farming without premium, the only thing that you benefit really is you gain levels and skill. Now I need to pick up more corn to feed these guys. But I wanted the milk, and the main reason why I have cows and milk is so I can make roast pork. And we'll pick up these pigs. I only got 8 pigs, so I have to place one more pig. So in conjunction, I'm going to go grab more corn so I can feed my cows. And or wheat. Let's just see what we have. Do I have wheat? We're going to grab our wheat with us. We're going to grab this corn. And we'll grab a little bit. Should be enough corn, actually. And we're going to feed. Did I not grab pigs? I didn't grab the pigs. I'm gonna go grab my pigs. Piglets, sorry. Pigs. I need my piglets. Let's dump the milk. Let's go butcher the pigs.
Nice to meet you. Like a surgeon. Oh,
Let's put the pigs back in here. Pig meat? Where's my pig meat? There it is, pork meat. And then we're gonna grab some more corn. I need to split this. There we go. I have enough corn. I'll go feed these cows. And if you have any questions on farming, please feel free to ask. But I know not everybody's interested in farming, and farming really is for people that are already technically rich. I explained that in my farming video. So if you're looking for a farming video, I have a farming video. I should probably see what that guy, how he responded to me. Guy wants to do some dungeons. How do you get more farmlands and islands? With silver. So, if you are interested in farming, let me do this. Let me pull up. I highly recommend watching one of my videos, which will explain in much more detail regarding farming. Let me go find you that video here. Farming. If I can find the video, I think I only had it as a live stream. Let me go find it. That's playing without premium. Here, this one right here. That one right there, that video right there will explain farming in far more in depth.
Welcome, traveler. Get on.
So you have to upgrade the island multiple times. So I'm pretty sure level. This is just the. I need to actually get. I'll go to the island maker, and I have a player messaging me, or someone messaging for group dungeons. Probably just here. We're gonna place the wheat. Yeah, we'll do corn. I don't know what I'm thinking. Now we'll do wheat, because I can't water my corn. I don't want to waste my corn seeds. Wheat's cheaper. Plus I can sell the wheat right here, 660,000. I am in a guild. I'm in my brother's guild. We'll buy about 45. And we'll see how all this wheat performs. So we'll see the max. Let's see how 66,000. So based on what we get and what we plant, we already spent 225,000 just for buying the seeds. Because you do lose some. Because none of this is watered wheat. This is all non-watered wheat. And let me just invite this person to the group. Oh, he's busy. It looks like I'm gonna play with MVP Red. MVP Red is a viewer as well, just like any of you watching the stream. MVP Red is somebody that viewed my video and really wanted to play with me, so he invited me as a friend, and then I haven't actually got to play with MVP Red, so we're gonna play with him after we do this farming.
Ready to leave? Hold
It's US West Anonymous Guy, and I don't think there really is any huge requirements to join the guild. I would have to talk to my brother. It's my brother's guild. I only joined it because he wanted me to come join. Normally, I just didn't even be in a guild. I was just a full solo player because I don't play that often, right? But if you wanted to join his guild, I'm sure you can be invited. It's not a problem. Again, this is not watered wheat. I have 171k. Now you have to have premium to get those results, because if you don't have premium, you literally this would be half as much. This would be only 100k or less without premium. So please be aware of that. Plus I have roast pork going too. And roast pork just affects this yield. It doesn't affect seed yield. Roast pork only affects the actual crops you pick up. None of these crops are watered again. And the main reason why we're replacing wheat is because I don't have any focus points because I just renewed premium. And it's because I just renewed premium, we're just going to have one more crop of useless stuff. Not useless, but it's still worth money. And we can either sell the wheat or keep it. Wheat's a lot cheaper than corn. The seeds, anyways. See if I can invite him again. Since he's busy. Buy my wheat. The main account in BW. What does BW stand for? See right here? 295,000. So I made a little bit of profit. Plus I still have 11 seeds, right? So we made a little bit of profit. Pretty sure I have more corn in here. I'm gonna dump more corn in here and we'll dump the wheat in there. We'll dump the worms in there for right now. We'll take the wheat back to the house.
Looking for safe passage?
Okay, what's your character name there, anonymous guy? I'll invite you.
Here!
Put the wheat in here. Can't hold any more weight. I actually got to sell the wheat then. Put the corn in here. Put the wheat in here. I'm going to sell all this wheat off. Bridge watch. If you come to Fort Sterling,
I can get you anywhere. Let's go.
then you can play with me.
How's the school?
Let's sell this off.
Don't be shy.
That. Sell all these. Just do less than whatever the price
Bought
is.
everything?
I will sell. We're going to put these books back in the bank. Yeah, if you come to Fort Sterling, I will happily play with you, anonymous guy. Now I still have...
Welcome, traveler.
I'll come back over here. We need to come to this island right here. I need to get rid of this gear. I have 2 more islands I still need to do. So, dismount. I didn't mean to put the gear in there. I'm missing that. I stuffed my gear in here. There you go. Now I have to unfaction flag. Are you in Fort Sterling? Yeah, come to Bridgewatch, tell me your character name, and we can play. I mean, come to Fort Sterling. Yeah, come to Fort Sterling, and we can go do a group dungeon. Okay.
Looking for safe passage?
Ta-ta! We're gonna come over here.
Get on.
We're gonna grab our cow. We're gonna grab our wheat and our corn and beans, just in case. I have no idea what I'm gonna be planting. If we need to replant beans, we'll replant beans. Okay, this one's cabbage. That's right, because I was leveling up cabbage and corn. Potato salads. I have to buy 2 cabbages. 2 cabbage seeds, because you need a total of 9 seeds for this. And this is potatoes. Oh, well, does that one I have to buy 3 seeds? Okay, I just lost profit on that one for sure. And I don't water this stuff, so I need at least 3 potato seeds. I need 2 cabbage seeds. And you can see right here, I lost profit because this is only 30,000 and this one's 36,000. Looking forward to play with you too, anonymous sir, anonymous guy. Now I can't play all the time. I only can play when I can play. But yeah, definitely. All right, potatoes and cabbage is planted. Now we'll come over here and we'll go to our last island.
Hold tight.
And we'll replant some wheat. We're waiting for my focus point. So tomorrow we can change all these to corn. Because I don't want to waste any corn seeds. Corn is definitely more expensive. Tweet, 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 tweet. Tweet, tweet. Last plot. And you see right here? Pork pie lasted the whole thing. Well, good night, anonymous guy. You have a good day and a good night. And you as well. I don't think you ever told me your guy's name, anonymous guy, but if you just let me know, I can add you as a friend.
Welcome, traveler.
But you have a good night. Thank you for stopping by and watching my video. Watching my stream. Alright, dump the cow, dump the seeds. Good to go. Now we'll play at least one dungeon with MVP Red. Just noticed that this thing wasn't a part of... I hope that's not part of the stream the whole time. Maybe it is. Good.
Let's go.
Alright. We'll do my current equipment. Equipped it. Let's make sure we grab the potion. We'll grab the leveling gear just in case as well. I'm gonna grab... because I want to make sure I'm holding aggro. Where's my face breaker shield? There it is. But take that as well. Just in case. Prince Sigma. See you later. Have a good night. There you go. Invitation sent. We'll see you in the game. Have a good evening.
Looking for safe passage?
Okay, ready. Oh, let's see what he's wearing. Oh, nature. Okay, we're both nature. Okay. Let me go grab... Gonna buy... going to buy a T5 map now.
Honest fight.
So we go search for group right here. We're gonna change this to tier 5. We're gonna buy one of these. It's 46,000 now. No big deal. I want to buy some invisibility potions because I'm only down to 2 I saw. We'll buy at least 8 of these.
Satisfied?
Put this on. And there we go. Now the main reason why I have the Facebreaker shield is because I'm going in a group. And I wasn't sure if he was going to be able to tank or anything. So with the Facebreaker shield, I can tank as needed. Now I don't think I'm going to need it in most cases, but we'll see. Okay. Going a northwest exit. Go northwest exit.
Daddy,
Yes, kid?
Grandma clean up our house.
Okay, I will help too after we finish this, okay? Now I'm gonna go here, I'm gonna eat this map. It's where I want it, in Karen Gorm. Karen Gorm. So, northwest, then southwest.
You make a blanket house underground.
What did you want me to do?
How underground?
What's on the ground?
No, on the floor.
Go get your computer, put it right here.
A floor.
What about the floor?
You make a home for me.
Oh, you want me to make a house? Let me finish this dungeon here with this other person, and then I'll build you a house, and we'll help clean up the house, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
And then I'll cook you lunch, okay?
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
I like that.
I like that idea too.
Can you make one again?
Can I make what again?
My house again.
I will remake your house when I'm done with this, okay?
I'll clean that up.
What is she cleaning?
He cleaned my house. He said she need to leave it clean. Don't make the house.
Well, that's because when you tear apart the couch, we want the couch so that guests, when they come over, they can sit down. Okay?
Okay, and next it's in good deal. It's like that. We don't make up and some can move it and some can clean it up and some can clean it up and some can fit. And that's a good idea.
So I was looking for some glowy mobs over here, and that's the only reason I ran over here. But there's no real glowy mobs. So if there's a whole bunch of them, I would have stopped to fight them and actually get them. I actually never checked to see MVP Red's fame. He's at 153 fame. So he probably traveled over here from another faction. I don't know what his main faction is. But it's all good. Get to do a dungeon together. I should probably probably 2 maps. But I only really have time for one.
Daddy,
Yeah, kid? What's throw what chord?
that.
Now, the good thing about reason why I did this, so if for those that are watching again, see this right here? Not that one. This one right here. Faction flag and bonus level 3, 15% more fame, silver, and loot. So that's huge. And it's right by that road. That's actually not a good place for that dungeon, but that's fine. If we run into players, we run into players. Because it's right next, it's not a good place because it's right next to the road. And we're in Thetford-like territory-ish, semi. So if Thetford players decide to run in here, they could easily come and try to take our stuff. I'm purposely taking the aggro so that him on a horse doesn't get hurt. Alright, here we go. Here's the dungeon. Let's jump on in. It's gonna be one of these. Let's hope we don't get an Earth Child. But with an Earth Child with 2 people, we could easily do this. So I'm gonna eat my roast pork right now. I'm just gonna take it on.
You know what's good
You can totally watch Blippi.
What's that?
Which one? Click it. I'm wearing my main gear. I could probably switch to my leveling up gear, actually. So he has a Stalkers, Natures with a book. What else is he wearing? Not good. I think it's actually safer to wear my main gear because of where we're at. So if a player comes in here, I'm wearing my main gear just in case we engage in some PvP. Good. Oh, bandits don't happen. The chances of somebody coming down here are very slim. So big. Interrupt that. The R key now. Gotta be careful of my mana because my mana is getting low. I remember how I was explaining at some inventory, you see these two symbols? It usually means marking the way for the next boss. I'm going to wear the Facebreaker one just because I'm wearing the Facebreaker one. Just so I can make sure I hold aggro. Now that's not even a good one. Oh, it's a Fame one. Okay, maybe it is a good one. Trying to get mana back. Alright, touchy touchy. Let's do this, this, and this. I know I have 9 seconds, but... Wait. Okay, you see how he's taking aggro? That's what I don't want. So we'll put this back on so he doesn't take damage. We'll try. I don't want him to take damage. Well, it's also because I engaged it with like how I'm doing now. There you go. This way I'll pull aggro and hold it. Dun, dun, dun. How long does Fame Boost last? 1 more minute? Let's see what we get. There's another two. See how the two symbols? This should mark the way to something. Some kind of boss or something. Should. I don't see him. Unless it's the other way. Oh, I grabbed a little too many, but that's okay. There, I interrupted both of them. That's good. Hit the R key now. Heal back up. I missed one. That's not good. You gotta fight him out of it. There you go. There, I got both of them that time. I got him again. Perfect. Alright. Is there a boss? It is Earthchild. Alright, let's see how this goes without my main set. It's gonna be a tough one. He may need to go full healer. I may need to ask him to do that. All we need is a healer on this one. Earthchild does too much. Plus they have all these ads. So. But the nice thing is he's gonna go and take that. So we're gonna wait to save my E key. And take a few hits. Now we can do this and this. Now you gotta be careful. Don't stun me, don't stun me, don't stun me. Oh. He's doing too much, he's doing too much. Okay, hold on. Let me wear my real gear. All right. Because it's it has 44. He has 44,000 hit points, and it's Earthchild. He's gonna run out of mana with that ability. I was hoping he got the Q key, but that's okay. We're gonna go big. Okay, we do R key now. E key. See how much damage he's doing? Hit the R key again. So he needs a Q. He needs his Q ability. Not gonna happen. Earthchild does too much damage. Okay, it's gonna cloak soon. Oh, and I still died. All good, all good. The fun of doing group dungeons. Oh, he can't heal me. Oh, let me. He can't heal me because he's not faction flag. So I'm gonna unfaction flag. There you go. Okay. There we go. Now we can take him on. We lose that 50% less fame, but all good. R key, D key. Okay, thanks. Well, thanks for staying so long, AKKU. Thanks for chatting. Maybe we'll catch you in the next stream. You see that right there? Those hits done. Like, she's a stronger Earth Child because you have her glowing, her hands and everything. I go bigger. So I went big, so I took a little bit less damage. But we gotta be careful. Even him as a healer. We're gonna hit the R key now. We're gonna hope he actually gets it. D key. No, see the stun? And she still gets me. That's the problem with this. See how she went to tier 3? To tier 3, whack, 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 whack. And that takes you down. So I've already lost 500,000 plus on this one. 500,000. He's gonna lose. He's gonna die there too. But you see how that the Earth Child? She does so much damage with her wham wham. Because when she's hitting you with the hit, you can't move. It's a full stun. So it's like a 4-second stun. Tempted to use the torch. Nah. She does way too much damage. Okay, I'm gonna change an ability too. Here we go. Alright. It's gonna be slower, but it's gonna be... There we go. He changed his Q ability. So we should be good now. So now with the Q ability, we should definitely be able to take her down. I should have did the D. I should have done the WQ in the first place. So when she does that, W key now. This way, no matter what. I know it's doable now for sure. Hit the R key now. D key. I'll do W key right now. Slower method, but you definitely can do it this way. It's me. Do a W key now. Go big. And then see how see how they hit. That combination right there as a solo player against the Earth Child, Earth Daughter, sorry, is crazy powerful. On top of her normal, just her normal attack. See this? Stun, stun, stun. I can't do anything. And then she does this, which is undodgeable. Arky. She just does so much damage. See, stun, stun, stun. I can't cast this. I can't do anything.
What are you doing?
Literally, you saw that? I couldn't do anything at all. We still might not be able to do it. She does so much damage. Look at that. Oh, I couldn't even save him. He still has 5,000 hit points left. It's not gonna go. It's not gonna go. It's too late. See, I'm stunned. I'm dead. That's 750,000. That's all my profit today. Good try. Was there anything else that I could possibly do? No, she does too much damage. Do I want to give this a third attempt? If he did, if he knew how to heal a little bit better as Nature Staff, we could do it. Because if he could constantly keep the Q key on me, he could do it. Well, that's it. Well, that's it.
Get out of our hole, takers.
Try this one more time. Not gonna be worth the chest, but it's about learning how to fight this boss. Now, normally I don't wear my shield. I normally have my torch, which I was testing out the shield to see how it does. We're gonna save our RD and everything else. I do R now. I'm not gonna save it. We're gonna do damage.
You will pay. Nature, empower me. Takers, be gone.
See, if you just keep Q on me, 3 Qs. His W key is eating all his mana. So if you don't know about Nature Staff, your Q key is your best one to use. And your W key actually eats all your mana.
Takers, be gone. I see you.
There you go. Perfect. Now he's got it. Now he's got it. Perfect. That's all I need. I just need the Q key.
Takers, be gone.
Q key 3 times. Save your mana. Save your mana. Just always have 3 Qs on me.
Enough. This ends here.
3 stacks of Q. 3 stacks of Q on me. Come on. I have no Q on me.
I see you. You will pay.
I have no Q on me. I have just 1. If he just had 3 stacks of Q on me. Come on. Not gonna happen. See, I had no Q on me. So I don't think he knows how to heal as a Nature Staff. The W key is not your main heal. This one right here, this one eats too much mana. I'm not gonna die a 4th time. That's a million. That would not be worth it. So 3 stacks of Q, and then a 4th Q returns mana to you. Okay, hopefully he'll get it this time. Now I know he's on. He or she's on their phone.
You don't belong here, Tails.
Yeah. He's putting Q on himself. There we go. Now I have a Q on me. Oh, no, no Q on me. You're healing yourself, not me. I don't know if you're in the stream or not, but I just need 3 stacks of Q. That's all I need. I haven't seen her do, him or her do more than 1 stack of Q on me. See, I have no Q on me. Yeah, I just need a Q on me. You don't need to worry about healing yourself. Just Q on me, please. I'm purposely guiding him out. This boss is doable. I just need heals. And or if he was damaged, like if he was doing damage, we could do it too. Just need one other person to do. See the W key? It's great and all, but that's not the way to heal with nature staff. The Q key is your biggest, bestest heal. Alright, we'll do art D key now. I mean, he is healing better now. So. But you see, okay, there. Now I have 3 stacks of Q. Perfect. It's okay. I got you. I got you. Here. You're still heal. I can still heal you. I have a heal too. Okay, we're gonna save our go big for the next time she does her whack, 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 whack. He's eating too much mana. That's what I'm worried about. We're gonna do W key now. We're gonna go big, right? Try to go big. It's okay, we'll save it for the next one. Heal him or her, wherever it is. We'll go big now. See how he stun. I'm taking 50% less damage because I went big. Do the R key now. We'll do the W key. Ah, he whacked us out. I was trying to play it too safe. It's okay. It's a learning experience for both of us. Let's go again. It's a learning experience. W key, here we go. I would have alt F4 right there. Yeah. That's one way to get out. It's okay. It's only been a 750,000 bill. Died 3 times. If not more. It's probably more actually because I have more tier 8 items in my inventory. So for those who ever watched the beginning of this and you saw me do the static dungeons blue, this is the same thing. Everything you do is a learning experience and training. And the Earth Daughter, you can see right here. I don't know what build can solo her, but if you ever see somebody solo a Earth Child with 44,000 hit points in a tier 5 green, I would love to see it done. I can solo Earth Child in a tier 4 with a Druidic staff, but that's what I should have just brought my Druidic staff in. Go the F key right now. I went big, so I'm taking less damage. So it's on a minute cooldown now. Okay, we're gonna do R key now, D key. You're gonna hit me. We're gonna hit the W key right here. She's gonna throw that at me. It stuns me. And then she stuns again. You see that? It's a three hit stun combo. You saw how she did that? Anybody that tries to solo this boss, I don't know how you miss that 3 hit. How do you stop a 3 hit combo that's near? And even if you were to dodge it like that, see right here, hit. Do you see the hit? And then she throws, and then look, she's stunning me again. It's look how much damage she did. That's a ridiculous amount of damage. Ridiculous. She does way too much. Let's get out. Oh, he's gonna die. I'm not gonna get the 3rd stun. I'm not gonna be able to do 6,000 damage. She does too much. Way too much damage. Well. it's the second hardest mod. The hardest boss to follow is I don't remember his name, but he's part of this ones. He's like Zeus. He's like the lightning giant. He's the number 1 hardest boss to solo. She's only the 2nd hardest. All right, one more try. Don't use W. Just. The armor one, which is British. Three stacks. I'm trying to tell the person how to play. Hello, Perez67. Okay, perfect. The 3 stacks of Q is all I need. Key. Come on, super big boss. I'm even trying to be as tanky as possible. She does this, and then I did W key right now. Okay, now she just went to stage 2. So she now throws a boulder. Like, he's putting Q key, but he's putting Q key on the wrong person. Q key on me! There you put nature protection on me. Okay, W key. 3 stacks of... She doesn't need to heal herself. Oh, he or she just needs to heal me, not himself. Just me. Alright, here we go. Boom, W key. Alright, here we go. Stage 3, R key now. We're gonna try to literally tank each one of those 3 triple stun things. Okay, we did W key now. F key now. Okay, stun again. I'm taking this. Come on, three on me. Just heal me. There, I'm healing you too. You don't have to worry about healing yourself. Okay, we're gonna get hit by this one. We're gonna W key it. We're gonna hit by that. We're gonna R key now. He's gonna stun me again. So I'm gonna try tanking this. Oh my gosh. She does so much damage. It's crazy. Oh, stunning. I'm dead. That's a million. That's a million. All right, we're calling that one quits. All right, let's move on. Unless MVP Red can learn to keep 3 Qs on me. And or I just need to do more damage. All right, let's try to do more damage. One more time. It's true. I can do dodge on boots. 17, 26. Sure. The three hit stun is undodgeable. But all right. Should I try one more time? Is this a group dungeon in yellow? Yeah, it's a group dungeon in yellow zone. All right. All right, let's try. Let's try. All right. Yeah. Yeah, but without the shield, look how much more damage she's doing without the shield. I think I need the shield. She does so much damage. Yeah, the stun combo is crazy. On top of how she hits so hard. Okay, she just went to tier 2. I never turn away from a learning experience. Doesn't matter what it costs. All that matters is we learn from it. We learn that the Earth Daughter is crazy beefy. Okay, now she's throwing boulders, so she's at tier 3. I finally have the 3 stacks 3 on me. W key, R key. Oh, I was expecting her to do her stun. There, now she's going to do her stun. Stun, 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 stun. And then look at that. Right after the stun, she follows up with a normal attack. She does so much damage. And see, even he can't dodge that. We're going to go F right now. See, stun, 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 stun. And then a normal attack. So much damage. Hit. I gotta heal right now. R key. Oh, I didn't get my R key off. And look at that. Oh, I need to get out. I'm dead. Ah, okay, I'm dead. See, you can't dodge that 3-hit stun. Boom, 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 boom. Well, maybe it's 4 hits. However many hits she hits. Alright. Alright, moving on. Yeah. We'll move on. Let's do something. Let's go over here and we're gonna see what kind of repair bill it is. I'm gonna think we're gonna drop back down to 23 million, so no big deal. That's why if you notice in some of my solo plays, why I don't even attempt to try to do Earthchild, as you can see right there. By the time she gets to tier 3, she is on a 1v1 on the Earth. She is crazy powerful. I don't have no idea any build that can solo that. Just gonna walk down. Oh no, he's attacking it. Okay. It's all good. It was a learning experience there, Perez 69. Her repair bill will be pretty big. I'm gonna rough estimate 2 million. Maybe 2 million repair bill. You can do it with 2 AKKU. I've done their child with 2, that exact same boss. So if I had my brothers in here or something, and or if MVP Red was in maybe a little bit higher gear and a little bit better, knew how to actually heal on the phone with Nature Staff. So if you notice with MVP Red, what he or she was doing, I don't know if it's a he or a she, he was doing this. I want to showcase it here. I'm going to explain it. So he was doing this. So with the Q key right here, he was putting over the Q key on myself, and watch this. When you do Q key on yourself like this, Q key, and then Q key again, there's 2 stacks. He was doing a 3rd stack, and he was wiping out my 3rd stack before he even fully got this cooldown. Plus, it wasn't actually always on me. Now to be the healer, you do this. You do Q, Q, you leave 2 stacks, you wait for it, you let it sit, and then you do the 3rd stack now, and you let it sit. That's the proper way to heal. And you see right here, then I'm going to eat it right now. See, it's almost done. I'm going to eat it, get my mana back, and do 1, 2 stacks, and even do a 3rd stack. And you see right here, he will be undied. I can literally sit here and heal him. After, and see if the 3rd stack's almost gone, I eat it, get my mana back, and put 3 stacks on him. Now, if MVP Red did this, he didn't have to worry about healing himself, him or herself. We could defeat that boss. But because MVP Red doesn't know what to do as a healer with the Nature Staff, the Druidic Staff, that's kind of why we died. But that's all I needed, was to just constantly have 3 stacks of Q on me, even with the lower hit points gear that they had, and we could do it. So it's just about skilled players, right? So even though if you wear similar gear to what I wear, it's not always about the gear you wear or what you're using. It's knowing how to use it properly. Now maybe I could have did something more. I don't know what I could have did more. I literally, as you saw, I tried to tank every single one of her 3-hit combos. I did the R key, I did the D key, and another R key, and I did the F key, and I tanked every single one of her stuns. But I just needed a little bit more heals. But hopefully that explains if you were watching and seeing what MVP Red was doing. Because I was watching, I was trying to teach and be like, you just need to do the Q key. But not everybody understands Nature Staff and how the Q key is the major healer, and how you can constantly have your mana with the Q key, especially if you're just healing one player. Does that make sense? Hopefully everyone understood that. Here, I'll show you an example too. See how we're both damaged? The way to do it here and on the keyboard, I know he was on the phone. I can do it on the phone too. See Q, Q, and then Q on me. And then right here, when they get the 3rd one, I come over here, I put the 3rd one on, and let the full duration run. And I'm not wasting any mana, I'm getting mana back. And over here, I can put the Q back on, 2 and 3 like this. And now he has 3 stacks of Q. I put 2 stacks on me, and I don't worry about healing myself, and I'm not running out of mana. And over here, I can put 3 more stacks back on him, 1 more stack on me. I have 3 stacks on me, and 2 stacks on MP Red. And you see right here? We'll never die. I'm not even worried about doing damage. That's all the healer needed to do, was 2 stacks on me and then 2 stacks on him. And that's all you need to do as a healer. Anyways, I'm changing back. Hopefully that it explains. So it's a combination of things, but it was a learning experience. I'm sure MVP Red learned some, and maybe MVP Red will rewatch this stream and hopefully that will learn something about Nature Staffs. No, Perez 69. That's not the toughest boss to fight. He's the second hardest. The hardest boss to fight is can't remember his name. I kept calling him Zeus. He's like a giant. I just think of him as Zeus, as the lightning giant kind of guy. I think his name is Xeon, or I can't remember. He's in this type of dungeon though. That guy is the hardest. The solo. He's not necessarily the hardest boss. We're talking about for solo, right? He's eating food? Oh, the blue and the pink guy's eating food, yeah.
Cannot eat it.
Their child one is the one I consider the second hardest. The Zeus guy, he definitely is the hardest. Because when he goes to tier 3, no matter if you have dodgeables or anything, because you know how MVP Red was telling me to use dodge? Yeah, there was a few things I could dodge, but remember I was playing with more than one player, and I wanted to tank.
The tank has a word that floats. The tank has a word.
But that lightning giant one, he does crazy amounts of... He has so many undodgeable skills and so many area effect. Even as a group, he's very hard to hit. And just so you saw how the Earthchild, her normal attacks do so much damage, the giant does the same thing. Oh, I need my shield on for him. He still died. I didn't mean for you to die. Here, let me put my shield on so I can actually pull aggro.
I eat it.
They're eating cartoons. Those are cartoons and they're eating. Why am I not using food? That's a good question. Was I not using food on the boss? There might have been a few times where I probably didn't have food on. Thank you, Binaries. I'm over here and I'm just reminiscing about the fact that I already lost 1 million plus in silver from dying so many times from the Earthchild. So I'm just nostalgically not remembering how to play anymore. Okay, see these two pillars? This marks a way toward normally a mini boss or something. There's 2 of them. Now these guys in comparison are so much easier to Earthchild. Honestly, then you really need to tone down the Earthchild and her ways, because after her 3-hit combo, she shouldn't be able to hit a normal attack. I mean, it's crazy how much damage she does, right? If you saw. Pull aggro from these guys. Let's get the axe wielder. But the hardest boss is exactly like this one. See how they all increment? It's a giant, just like this. And his name is I don't know, Zilla, or I don't know. I just call him Zeus. The giant Zeus. He's one of the hardest bosses to solo. And the main reason why is he just has so many undodgeable skills, and his normal attack does so much damage. What? I know. Once I finish this dungeon, I'm gonna play with you and we'll go make a house and we'll cook food, okay?
Clean up.
And we'll clean up.
Mama?
We'll help Grandma clean up. Alright, a blue chest. I don't think nothing we get from this entire dungeon will equivalent to the millions we lost in repair bills. You didn't grab everything. Why didn't you grab everything? Okay, sure. You can leave it. I don't mind. Run, 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 run. And I guess also AKKU, if you're wondering about group dungeons, you see how we spent all that time trying to defeat that boss? For money to earn, to XP to earn, even if we did defeat the boss, we didn't get good money to silver ratio. Compared to the very beginning of this video, I was running through the blue dungeon, static dungeon. I was constantly getting silver, right? I wasn't fighting bosses that are literally you can't solo. But it's really Earthchild is one of two bosses I can't solo. That one and the giant Zeus guy. The only two bosses I cannot solo. Any other boss I can solo tier 6, tier 7, no problem. The Earthchild is just one of the few bosses I cannot solo. And even with two people, you saw here, we couldn't even beat it with these two people. Now we probably could still have beat it if MVP Red knew how to heal. And I could do it with a healer, with two people. But you can rewatch the healing and notice that I don't normally have the 3 charges on me. Which is fine. I'm out of mana. Oh, I can just hit the I don't know what I'm doing. Clearly I don't know what I'm doing, right? That's why I had my boots of mana. And you know what? This symbol right here, this could be the third, because that's normally what it is. There's an Earthchild, and then you see this pattern right here. This is the entrance for the boss. It's the unsolvable. And we'll show you here. I'm not gonna try to risk dying, but maybe I'll die. Maybe we'll be at 3 million repair bill. This is the design for the other boss that can't be soloed. And it got to a point back in the past where anytime I walk into a dungeon like this, I just walk right out and just ate the silver, because it wasn't worth the time and effort to fight a boss like this. So if this is the pattern, so you have that pattern right there, and then if the pattern still exists over here in this section, I'll know instantly what type of boss it is. I've done it so much that I just know the maps. But I'm pretty sure this is it's gonna be, if the design of this dungeon is correct, it will be a boss that is not soloable. And if you know anybody that can solo a boss like that with that many hit points, right? Because if the boss only had 20,000 hit points, easy. But when the boss has 44,000 hit points, it really becomes very tough. I mean, maybe Axe Wielder can do it. Even then, I would love to see somebody solo or Earthchild in any build and see how they do it. Or Earthchild, sorry, not Earthchild, Earth Daughter, whatever the name of it is, which is basically that same mob but bigger as a boss. Because you notice there's all the mobs are just copies of themselves. Like this axe thrower guy is a copy of another boss. These sword guys are copies of other bosses. Yeah, Earth Daughter. And you see right here, this is design. Okay, here's the hardest boss to solo on my list for myself. Now other people may think this boss is easy. If you do, then come and try to solo one, and you'll realize real quick. So maybe MVP Red has learned. You see right here, This is the entrance to a boss that is not soloable, no matter what I've ever tried or worn. I've literally spent, I remember spending 5 hours once trying to defeat one of these bosses, one of these guys. Not doable. Alright, in it. Yeah. The 3 stacks of Q. All right. See this? Let's see how much hit points he gets. 35,000. He might be doable. He's none of the 4,000s. But the Arthos, that's his name. This guy right here. Hard, 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 hard. You see that? He has interrupts. He hits hard. You see that right there? That's not dodgeable without boots. Arthos is tough. You see that? Like, you see that? He hits me with that. That's not dodgeable. That's not. This is only tier 1. Okay? That's. I can get out of that one. But you see how much damage he's doing? And then this right here, you can't dodge that without boots. And look how much damage he's already done. And you see that? And then see that it's not dodgeable. This can be dodged unless you, but it's not really because I was slowed. That's not dodgeable. He hasn't even gone to tier 3 yet. Okay, that right there. See, that's not dodgeable. Even with the head speed as giants, you have to use dodge. But when you use dodge, then you're gonna get hit by the other thing. Now he's hitting, and you notice all these things. He's splitting it between me and the other player. But if it was just him and you're trying to solo him, none of it's dodgeable. You can't dodge that many things while also trying to do damage. See that? You can't dodge that. Then he hits you. Then he hits you again. And then that, you can't dodge without dodge. See how you dodge it? See how he's splitting his abilities between me? With 2 people, Arthas is a lot easier. But when you're trying to solo Arthas in a 1v1, you see how he's doing all this? In a solo fight, you can't get out of that. You see how he's splitting it? All those abilities get tossed at one player when trying to solo Arthas. And that's why I consider Arthos one of the hardest ones to solo. Now Arthas in a group battle, you see he's easy. You see that? I can't dodge that. Then he follows up and hits you again. And then he hits you with that, which you can't dodge without boots. So you have to have boots twice, somehow. Athos? I'm sorry, Athos. Zion, Zeus, something. Yes, his name doesn't have a Z in it at all. I just think of it because you saw he turned into like something that looks like a thunder god. He got the bulk of it, 255k. Athos. Athos. No, you're good. That's just how I remember him. I remember him as Zeus, but his name is Athos. All right. I think what everybody's waiting for is let's go grind back to town. I want to see how big of a repair bill this is, because I'm thinking 1.5, 1.2, 1.3 million. Gotta be. What's the fastest way back?
It's okay. I can
We'll go
do
back
that.
this way, see?
Like that. But I can sing.
Let's go see how big of a repair bill this is.
Daddy. But Daddy. Dad, Daddy,
Yes, kid?
I can sink under the pool.
You, yeah, that's a lobster underwater.
No, I can sink.
You can sink in a pool. Does sink and swim?
No, I can sink down.
Well, if you have oxygen in your lungs, you float. So you need something to weigh you down, like a scuba tank or something.
No.
Yes, under the water is very cold.
No.
Well, at least it was a good learning experience. Everybody on the stream at least got to see the two hardest bosses that I've ever had to face, which is Athos, A-T-H. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing it right. Athos. But yeah, you saw Athos when there's two people, he was splitting his abilities between two players. And as long as you have a healer, he was much easier with two people. But when you solo Athos, you saw how many abilities he used, and you saw how hard it was to like dodge them all. And some of them were literally undodgeable unless you have speed or boots. Plus, when he hits you with his abilities, he slows you down. So if you notice, I couldn't move faster, and because of the slow, he just does so much more damage. So even though the Earth Child has that invincible like hit combo stun, Athos does so much more damage and has so many abilities so quickly in conjunction that are not dodgeable. So even if you put dodge boots on and everything, he just does so much damage as a solo that for me personally, I have a harder time. Now some people might have an easier chance. Maybe the axe wielder can have an easier chance, or other people can have an easier chance. But yeah, go ahead and try to solo an Athos or solo an Earth Daughter. And if you can ever do it, please let me know. I would be very interested to know what kind of build can beat those type of bosses.
Daddy,
Yeah, kid?
can I swim?
We can go swim. We can go to the pool.
I'm prepared.
Tell you what, we will go and we'll make a house. We'll clean up our actual house. We'll eat food. And then after that, we'll think about going to the pool. Does it sound fun?
I'll sink down.
You'll sink?
Yeah, down the bottom.
Okay. Alright, here's the repair bill, people. 1.3 million. Close to 1.5. There it is. 1.359,659,659. Sorry, not thousand. But 1 point whatever. And there you go. There's my repair bill. And I gain pennies. Absolute pennies.
Friend.
So that's why I don't do, because I committed a bunch of time, right? It was almost an hour and a half, if not more, to go do a group dungeon. And instead of gaining a net positive, we got a net negative. And I already spent an hour and a half trying to go down and get it, any silver. So for those that are watching, thank you so much. If you enjoy this content, please feel free to smash the like button. Helps me out a ton. Helps to push out this content to other people so that they can see and find it. If you would like, please feel free to leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you like. Let me know what you don't like. All the feedback is very useful to me. It helps me out a ton. If you have not already, please feel free to subscribe. If you don't want to subscribe, that's okay as well. Come back once a week, once a month. Check out what content I have, and or come back daily, because I am currently streaming daily, even sometimes streaming multiple times a day. So again, thank you all for being here, and you all have a wonderful rest of your day. Now I'm going to come over here and faction flag just so I don't forget, and we're going to call it quits. So again, thank you all, and you all have a wonderful rest of your day.